毎度ドクターキャピタルです。音楽博士朝会にドクターやねん。そして
Hello, I'm Jin-san Kim.
we're here right now in the Court Guitar Lounge in beautiful Seoul, South Korea. I'm with the incredible fingerstyle artist Jin-san Kim. I'm excited to learn about your music and how you play your drum and guitar at the same time technique.
안녕하세요. 지금 핑거스타일 기타리스트로 활동하면서 제 자작곡들 만들고 이런 식으로 활동하고 있는 김진산이라고 합니다. 핑거스타일 기타를 연주하고 있고요. 그 중에서도 약간 드럼이나 베이스, 멜로디 등 한 번에 기타 한 대로 모든 걸 연주하는 느낌을 조금 지향하고 있는. This is kick,
Yes.
snare, like this.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
How did you develop this style?
어렸을 때부터 이렇게 좀 때리고 시원하고 빠른 그런 스타일이 좋고 마음에 들었어서 이렇게 기타를 치다 보니까 여기까지 왔습니다.
I feel like recently there are many guitar players playing on the instrument percussively and getting like a really cool groove. And then the playing turns into like an ensemble, almost like a polyphonic ensemble. That's not what I remember when I was growing up. When I was growing up, like in the 80s and the 90s playing guitar, there were very few guitar players, you know, who were doing drums and guitar all combined in one thing. But it's more popular now. When you were starting, did you look up to other guitar players who were doing the same thing? Or did you just learn from like trying to copy the drums?
드럼 사운드에도 굉장히 영향을 많이 받았고 예전부터 어릴 때부터 좋아했던 페테리 사리올라라는 기타리스트가 이런 주법을 굉장히 즐겨 하는데 그 사람의 영향도 많이 받았고 그 외에도 토미 엠마뉴엘이나 다른 기타리스트들의 영향도 굉장히 많이 받았습니다.
I love Brazilian music on guitar. One of the reasons I love it is because you can play like a drum kind of groove. So in Brazilian music, like the samba, you might have like the surdo is going doop, dum, doop, dum, doop, dum, and I can go doop, doop, doop. And then in the samba batucada ensemble, maybe there's another instrument, tamborin, going ka 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 ka. And then there's another instrument, dong dong ding dong 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 ding dong dong ding dong dong ding dong dong. So for me, this is like kind of like playing the drums. But I didn't have a way to play that on a steel string guitar, like with a pick, you know, even if you're playing funky. You kind of miss the bass and the drums because I'm just playing like ticka 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 ticka, but I don't really have like the low end. What you're doing is you're getting this, but then also all of these you know, drum sounds. So it seems like your style of playing is like the ultimate version of mimicking drums and creating a very, you know, three-dimensional, immersive groove. It's pretty incredible.
Thank you.
What do you think about that?
주법에 많은 영향을 받지는 않았는데 보사노바나 이런 류의 음악도 굉장히 즐겨 듣고 좋아합니다.
Please tell me about your plans for the next year.
지금 생각하고 있는 계획으로는 내년까지 정규 앨범을 하나 더 내는 걸 목표로 지금 하면서 곡도 쓰고 작업을 하고 있고요. 그리고 내년 겨울쯤에 군대를 갈 생각입니다.
I heard that maybe you will come to Japan to go on tour. Is that before you go into the army?
I don't know.
I hope so. I would like to play with you in Japan. That would be really fun. Why don't we play some music here together right now? We could do a nice song that has a great drum beat. Happy by Pharrell Williams. Can we play that together?
Oh, yes.
Okay, great. Let's get the mic out.
Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that can go to space. With the air like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm a happy clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Whoa, bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. Love is too high to bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. I said, I tell you now, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is true. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do.
Since you can play everything by yourself, you don't need to have any friends to play music with you. But just now when we played music together, it was really fun. You can play 3 or 4 things, but then if I'm playing 2 things too, then together we can play 6 things. You know, like, do you like playing with other people?
혼자 이렇게 다 하는 주법을 사용해서 지금 활동을 하고는 있지만 이렇게 같이 연주하는 거나 제 친구들 중에 다른 악기를 연주하는 친구들이랑 또 많이 연주를 하고 뭐 보컬이라든지 이렇게 여러 사람들이랑 같이 음악하는 거는 좋아합니다.
Did you play other instruments before you played guitar?
아니요. 기타 말고 다른 악기는 연주할 수 없습니다.
When did you start playing guitar?
10 years old.
Yeah, about the same as me. I started when I was 11.
Now I'm 20.
You have a lot of video content that you're releasing.
가장 많이 이용하는 플랫폼은 인스타그램이랑 유튜브 많이 이용하고 있습니다.
Have you been surprised about which videos become the most popular?
네네. 굉장히 제 자작곡 중에서 크로우라는 곡이 많은 사람들이 되게 좋아해주고 떴는데 항상 너무 기쁘고 놀랍고 감사하고 그럽니다.
How do you choose which songs to make an arrangement for?
연주 활동하면서 편곡을 많이 하는 편은 아니긴 한데 하게 되면은 이제 갑자기 그냥 꽂힌 마음에 드는 그런 노래들을 편곡하는 편이고 그냥 들으면서 저만의 스타일대로 최대한 표현하려고 노력을 많이 하고 있습니다. 약간 딱 좋은 노래들 들었을 때 기타로 편곡하면은 예쁘겠다, 좀 멋있겠다 하는 노래들 있으면은 대충 어떻게 편곡할지 눈에 보여서 여기다 드럼을 어떻게 넣어야겠다 하고 멜로디 어떻게 넣으면 예쁘겠다 그런 식으로 머릿속에서 그려놓고 그걸 기타로 옮기면서 편곡을 합니다.
Now I would like to ask about your composing, because you're a composer and you release original music. What's your process for composing?
여러 가지 과정이 있는데 그냥 이러면서 놀다가 이거 괜찮다 싶으면은 여기에 점점 멜로디도 더 붙여보고 다른 파트도 만들어보고 하면서 만드는 과정도 있고 아니면 그냥 머릿속에서 약간 이렇게 노래 만들면 좋을 것 같은데 해서 기타로 그걸 연주하면서 만드는 방식도 있고 여러 가지 방식으로 만듭니다.
I would like you to teach me some of the techniques that you're using to play the sounds.
Simply, this is kick.
So basically this part of your hand.
Yeah, this is kick. And just with stroke. And this is snare.
It's interesting, like, this is very natural,
Ah, yeah.
but this is a little bit strange feeling because it's like I'm going down and going out. It's like a combination of two different motions.
Yeah. I usually use the thumb on there.
Okay. Oh, so you go. Oh, so like boom. Down.
Yeah, that's right. Hit with stroke. Yes.
Okay. And then sometimes you're playing with the thumb,
Ah, yeah.
I noticed. Can you show me that nice and slow? Yes.
Just stroke.
Yes.
Same this.
Yeah. Cool. Sometimes it seems like you were doing like a flam or something. Stuff like that.
This
Little
is-
kind of ghost notes and hesitations and anticipations. The rhythms that you're creating have very complex shaping.
지금까지 설명드렸던 게 only use right hand. And this is like drum tam or pirin.
Yes. In the beginning, when you were learning this style, did you practice very slowly to get the precise subdivisions? Instead of that, you know, like a very precise, articulated rhythm. And then once you had it, you built it up to playing fast with the same kind of articulation and accuracy.
네네. 기본적으로 되는 거는 그냥 원래 속도 그대로 하는데 뭔가 안 되거나 막히는 연주가 있으면은 되게 천천히부터 시작해서 속도를 높여갑니다.
What's your advice to a guitar player who wants to begin learning this style?
천천히 정확한 박자에서 연습을 많이 하면은 연주를 하실 수 있을 겁니다.
I would like to play another song with you now. My favorite holiday is coming up, Halloween.
Halloween.
Why don't we play Ghostbusters?
Oh, that's cool.
I want to play one of these nice electric guitars. I'll set up an electric guitar and let's do Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ghostbusters!
It's something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
It's something weird and it don't look good. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Ghostbusters!
Seeing things running through your head. Who can you call?
Ghostbusters!
An invisible man sleeping in your bed. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
We played two songs and I noticed you changed the tuning between them. Do you change your tuning a lot?
Yes. 굉장히 곡마다 많이 튜닝을 바꾸는 편입니다. 곡의 그 분위기나 키에 따라서 제가 원하는 사운드가 나올 때까지 이렇게 튜닝을 돌려가면서 찾는 편입니다. 튜닝을.
In guitar, traditionally, you know, we have the standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E. But then there's like DAD-GAD tuning, open G tuning, for example. There's a few different tunings that are used fairly traditionally on guitar. Did you start with those ones? And also, I'm curious, do you just like create completely new tunings sometimes for a different song?
보통 제가 원하는 곡의 분위기가 나올 때까지 튜닝을 만드는 편이고, 만약에 말씀하신 전통적인 튜닝이 그 분위기에 맞으면은 그걸 그대로 차용해서 쓰는 편입니다.
When you're playing a different tuning, do you know where the notes are?
전혀 모르고 감각대로 연주합니다.
So you use your ears. Very interesting. I would like to ask about your guitar. Is this your Jinsan like custom model or?
Yes.
Wow. You worked with Cort guitars to make this?
Yes.
What is special about your instrument?
우선 굉장히 예쁘고요. 제가 이런 바인딩이랑 로제트, 뭐 브릿지 모양, 헤드부터 목재랑 그다음에 인레이까지 다 제가 원하는 모양으로 제 취향대로 이렇게 나온 기타인데, 그래서 디자인이 굉장히 마음에 듭니다. 아, 그리고 여기 까마귀 크로우가 그려져 있습니다.
I see. Yeah, the crow.
예.
So it's visually very beautiful and the materials look like it's all high quality. I wonder, do you have specific things about the construction or the materials that make it sound more like the drum sounds that you want?
여러 가지 몇 개 있긴 했는데, 우선 바디가 원래 OM 바디 사이즈였는데 킥 사운드가 굉장히 작아서 GA 바디 사이즈로 이렇게 올려서 만든 것도 있고, 예전에 만든 기타 중에서 목재가 아디론닥으로 만들어진 게 킥 사운드, 이거 킥을 칠 때 손이 좀 딱딱해서 그런지 아프더라고요. 그래서 시트카스프러스로 목재를 선택하거나 그런 타격기에 관련돼서 타격기 연주하기 좋게, 퍼커시브 연주를 하기 좋게 기타를 커스텀했습니다.
Wow, that's so interesting. And then the pickup, the pickup I'm sure picks up the vibrations in a very wide frequency range. I'm sure when you plug into the amp, you can get like a huge bass sound, for example. Please tell me about the benefit of using a pickup for this style of playing.
여기 밑에, 브릿지 밑에 아마 픽업이 하나 달려있을 건데, 그게 이런 타격음들이 진짜 드럼 사운드가 나듯이 쿵쿵 이런 걸 잡아주고, 그리고 이 마그네틱 픽업이 하모닉스나 멜로디를 좀 더 선명하게 잡아줍니다.
Tell me about your strings.
지금 쓰고 있는 줄이 다다리오 XS APB 스트링을 쓰고 있는데, 이 줄이 잘 미끄러지기도 하고 소리도 딱 원하는 소리를 다 내주는 느낌의 줄이라서 애용하고 있습니다.
Do you use light strings or medium or heavy? Which is better?
라이트 스트링 위주로 사용하고 있습니다.
Yeah, it seems like because you're doing some stuff, like you want to be able to just play the sound without even sometimes hitting it over here. So you pressing it down very easily, light strings with low action, seems like it would be important for this style.
사실 줄 높이나 줄의 게이지나 이런 거 상관없이 하고 있습니다. 이거는 그냥 어떤 줄을 쓰든 어떤 줄 높이가 엄청 막 높은 것만 아니면은 웬만해서는 다 상관없이 연주하는 것 같습니다.
Jin-Sang Kim, it was wonderful playing music with you and talking with you. Thank you for this time together, man.
Thank you.
오늘 안 맞다나.